And the Demon Deacons ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Bears offense comes onto the field first today. And now we put the focus on Ian Strong. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft, perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jersey.
Sprinting away! Running inside the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Golden Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Marshall. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes the sophomore running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Finds his man on the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Motion from the wide receiver. And he's brought down after a short gain. Second and long here. Quick give. It's Wiggins. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. 3rd and long. A lot of ground to cover. Quarterback changing the play. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Right side, it's Davis. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. They finally get him down, but a huge return not only. They get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Demon Deacons have their offense in high gear. From the gun, it's Wiggins.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Hernandez. Open space at the 25. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Going to get a stoppage here as there's an injured Cal Bear on the field. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious and he gets back in the fray shortly. The Demon Deacons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Running inside, it's Wiggins. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Got a little grass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Demon Deacons pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Setting up the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli. That pass is incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Misfired on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd. Out wide right, it's Hendricks. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Finds his target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Between the hashes, it's Thomas. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, Cal has done an outstanding job replacing quarterbacks here in recent years. You lose Fernando Mendoza, he goes to Indiana, wins a national championship. But last year, David, true freshman, Sam Batelli, and the way he was able to play was just remarkable. A lot of people thought they weren't going to be able to hold on to him, especially with a new coach and Tosh Lupoi coming in, but they did. And so now, big expectations for this offense.
But I love the way he handled himself last year. Just comes in, and it's just business as usual. And was clutching some big moments, but ball comes out. It comes off his hands so pretty. Like, now surrounding weapons coming in from different places. When you kind of establish yourself as a guy that to look forward to, a guy that's on the rise, people want to come play with you. So, new staff, obviously, here in Cal. Can it be a new day and a new dawn for this squad?
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Golden Bears need to pick it up on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Second down.
We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. JKS finds his tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing, Lopez. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Lopez to pass. Unleashes it. Complete in the middle. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously, he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield, and it's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Clark.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. In the backfield, it's Hernandez. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. Picked off.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Trying to establish the run. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Hits inside. It's Marshall. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sangopolitelli. With the catch, it's Thomas. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Golden Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Marshall. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Lopez from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Left side, it's Thomas. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw for it. Fires on the run. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Lopez. Out wide left, it's Hernandez. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Again, it's Lopez. Rush right in his face. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Straight ahead, it's Clark. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Good work to get the defense to jump, and it gives them a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Lopez to throw. Right side, it's Davis. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick give, it's Clark.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Left side is Davis. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? There's some daylight. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. The Demon Deacons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. It's Daniels. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez to pass. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. From the gun on 3rd down, Lopez. Got it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Who can be the most physical team? That's what I love about this offense. Back-to-back plays, make no bones about it. They trusted their offensive line. They're going to run the football, and the defense couldn't answer.
That's what I like the best about that play call, David, is just the patience, right? You're going to stick to the run. Yeah, you got stopped earlier, but you're trusting this offensive line to get the push necessary, and your running back to find a tiny crease to get into the end zone. So being physical down here at this area of the field, so important. Nice play call as well to stick with it.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. From the gun, it's Marshall. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The Golden Bears in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wide receiver going in motion. Jaron Chiave Sangopolitelli makes the grab. It's strong. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Grabbed in the middle. It's strong.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's strong. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. JKS. Out wide right, it's Thomas. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Hauls it in. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Marshall. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Out wide left, it's Hendricks. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And the Golden Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Handoff from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
From the gun, the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go play action with Sangapovatelli. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Sangapovatelli from the gun on 3rd down. Fires downfield. Finds a man in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Sangapovatelli fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And this offense has got to pick their spots, right? Like, you got to use the sideline if you can, get the big plays and get the 1st downs. Be very smart here down the stretch of this game, maximizing yards, but maximizing time.
Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. From the gun on third down, Sangapolitelli. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for two there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Throwing, Lopez. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Daniels. All over him immediately. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. From the gun, third down, Gio Lopez. Finds his man. And he's brought down after a nice game. I wonder a lot of times why teams don't run this route more often. It's an impossible matchup for the defense.
Yeah, linebacker on running back. I'm going to lose that matchup a lot, but a nice job by the running back selling to the flats just enough to get that inside space to open up, make the catch, and start getting down the field.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Lopez. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the game will continue for at least one more play as the penalty gives the offense an untimed down. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. Now, a game can end on a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack at it with an untimed down. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Up and good. And they will play on in overtime. We'll get it started here in overtime. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Sangapolitelli. Turns it upfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Golden Bears will try it first here in overtime. Looking for running room. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To run inside, it's Marshall. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Sangapolitelli from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Need it to stay alive, and it's good. They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Here's Lopez to throw. Right side, it's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Big 3rd down here as they try to keep the drive alive. A touchdown will win it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. This offense has it with really good field position. They give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Let's see what they have on 3rd down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Back's got it on the screen. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Trying to pound it in. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Not a ton of room to operate on 3rd and goal, but a touchdown wins it here in OT. They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Cal uses its 2nd timeout. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and how about that clutch kick from distance to send us to another overtime? We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. He's changing the play. Throwing, Lopez. Fires to the middle. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Left side, it's Johnson. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Lopez. They're all over him. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense.
Caught. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
They got the touchdown. Now in the 2nd overtime, you have to go for 2. Lopez to the air again. Look out. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.